Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And I'm making this vlog real quick, just to talk about a couple of topics and answer a couple of questions that a lot of y'all been hitting me up asking. Now, I'm using the Google Glass to make this video, so let me know in the comments how y'all like this or not, or whether I go back to my contour camera or the GoPro. Because the Google Glass, the sound doesn't really come out that great, but I do have to admit, my car is mad loud, so I can't put the blame all on Google. But let me know how it sounds. You might not be able to hear me, so we'll see how it goes. Matter of fact, when I get home, I'll play this video. If I can't hear it, then I won't even upload it. But first off, big news. Now, a lot of cats been hitting me up asking me, what do I think about the new OnePlus One? What's my feelings on that new phone coming out? Well, if you didn't know, the OnePlus One is a new phone from a company called OnePlus. All right, and the name of the phone is the One. So the OnePlus One, that's the name of the phone. Now, my personal opinion on this phone could possibly be a game changer. You know what I'm saying? This could be one of the biggest phones that hit the market this whole year. And let me tell you why I feel that way. First of all, the specs. Now, you're talking about a phone that has a 5.5-inch 1080p display. It has a 2.3 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 801, which is the same processor in the Galaxy S5, same processor in the HTC One M8. You know what I'm saying? So this is a big phone right now. But the main thing about this phone is the price, though. The price. You're talking about all those big flagship heavy hitter specs at a price of $300. All right, so that's kind of crazy. Now, that's very similar to like how when the Nexus came out, it's like, all right, you got flagship specs on a phone that only costs $300, you know, that's a big deal. But now with this OnePlus One, you actually have two variants coming out. You got a 16 gig, that's gonna be $300, and you got a 64 gig for $350. Now that's major, because if you think about it, for my 64 gig iPhone, I paid $850. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped $750 for this Galaxy S5, and I paid $750 for this HTC One M8. So now for a phone to come out with the same exact specs and to be, you know, $300, hopefully one of two things gonna happen. Now, why is the phone so cheap? That's yet to be determined. Now, it could be that cheap because it's being made at some factory where they're using basically slaves to produce it, where they're paying them below minimum wage. You know how that goes. It could be that, or it could be after you get the phone, after 6 months, the phone starts lagging out. The phone starts falling apart, there's no accessories, there's no tech support for it. You never know. So it could be one or two things, or it could be just a straight up game-changing, flagship-killing phone. And what I'm hoping is, I'm hoping that this phone comes out and really makes a big hit. And what's that's gonna happen is, it's gonna force some of these other companies like Samsung and Motorola and HTC, if this OnePlus One comes out and it really starts shutting down the market like that, they're gonna have to drop the price on some of their phones. You know, when they're coming out with the Galaxy S6, they're not gonna be able to sell it for $800 if everybody knows you could go get the OnePlus One or the OnePlus, you know, the OnePlus 2, OnePlus One 2, you know, whatever phone they come out with after that, we'll see. You know, I'm hoping that the phone comes out and all these companies are gonna have to start dropping the prices. Now, keep in mind, this OnePlus One phone is running CyanogenMod. Now, if you don't know what that is, just Google it. I'm not gonna make a big, you know, video about that. But for all of us cats that's into rooting phones and flashing ROMs and all of that, this is the kind of phone we've been waiting for. And with CyanogenMod on board, this is like having it's basically like buying a rooted phone. That's the only way I can really explain it. It's like buying a phone that's already rooted. Because everybody knows once you root your Android phone, you gotta put a custom ROM on it. And that, you know, one of the most popular ROMs out there was CyanogenMod. You know, back in the days with the CM7 and the CM8, 9, 10, so on. They just keep getting better and better. So now for a phone to come out stock with CM on it, that's gonna be a good phone. So I don't know. Am I gonna get it for that price? Why not? But it depends though. You know, it depends. Because a lot of people ask me how come I don't get phones like the Sony Xperia and, you know, the Z1 and all these other phones. Well, I only have two phone contracts. I have a contract with Sprint and I have a contract with Verizon. So I got 4 phones on my Sprint line, and I got 2 phones on my Verizon. So when I get a new phone, I pretty much have to get something that's on Sprint or Verizon. because, you know, I could go with the unlocked versions and, you know, get the prepaid, you know, the prepaids and all of that. But that wouldn't make any sense. I already got enough phones as it is. You know, some people think I got too many phones, but the business I'm in, I need to have a lot of phones. So we'll talk, you know, that's a whole nother story. But that's the main reason why I don't try some of these other phones that's coming out. Not that I don't like them, but I just don't really have any need for them, and I'm not gonna go out and go buy a Sony phone or a Windows phone just to make a video on it. Now, as far as the Windows phones, I'm just not feeling Windows mobile UI. I'm just not feeling it. It's not like I never tried it. I had Windows phones in the past, even recently. I went out to go buy the Lumina, what was it? The 1020, I think, was the last one I actually went and put some money up. I was getting ready to go buy it. And after playing with it in the store for about, you know, 30 minutes, I just couldn't see myself dropping $700 for that. I couldn't do it. Same thing with that LG Flex. You know, when the LG Flex came out, I went to go get it the day that it came out. I was up in Best Buy. I had the phone on the counter. I'm putting my email and everything, setting it up. But after just playing with it for a minute or two, well, really like maybe like 45 minutes, I was chilling up in Best Buy. But after playing with it, I just couldn't see myself having to cancel one of the phones that's on my lines right now for that phone. So at the time, it was like I have to give up my Galaxy S4 to get the LG Flex. And me personally, I think the S4 is a better phone than the Flex. You know, the display on the Flex was just kind of whack. I can't stand LG UI, and I can't stand those buttons on the back of the phone. I just can't get used to the volume buttons on the back and the power button on the back. Like, I don't like that. So, you know, that's why I passed on those. But as far as the OnePlus One, we'll see how that goes, though. I mean, I really think that that's going to be a big phone. I already see they got, like, the interchangeable backs, kind of like how the Moto X has. So you're going to be able to customize the phone. I see they got some wood grain backs and carbon fiber and all that. So hopefully, if the phone makes a big splash, all of these other companies, Spigen and Case Fanatics and, you know, Zora, companies that I rock with, they're going to start making cases for them, accessories and all that. This phone could just blow up. So I'm hoping it really blows up, and I'm hoping that when it does blow up, if it does, it's going to put the heat on Samsung and HTC and even Apple. Most of these other companies are going to have to start dropping the prices because, let's be real, you know, in the last couple of years, these cell phone prices are starting to get ridiculous now, especially with the iPhones. You know, you want a 64 gig iPhone 5S, you're looking at $850 plus tax, and you're going to have to buy a case or something. So when you go in the Apple store that day, you're going to basically spend $1,000 for a phone. Now you got the OnePlus One coming out. You could get a 64 gig for $350. You could buy a case, accessories, plus tax and all of that. You're looking at spending less than $500 getting a flagship phone with accessories, with a battery charger, bunch of cases, bunch of different backs. You know, that's just a win right there. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's the question that a lot of people have been hitting me up on Twitter, asking me what do I think about the OnePlus One after watching the unveiling and all that. And I think it's a go. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't really say it's a go because I never played with it yet. But just going by the specs on paper, which I don't really like to do. I don't really like to judge stuff by the specs on paper. I got to use it first. But just by the specs on paper, it's a go. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you watch my videos, I did a review on a tablet called the Freelander PX7, some shit like that. I forgot the actual name of it. But that tablet was from a Chinese company. Never heard of them before. You know, it had some nice specs on paper. So I said, let me get it. And the price was dirt cheap, around the same price as the Nexus 7. So I got it, and I was so impressed with that tablet. I mean, even to this day, now I don't use it that often, but even to this day, when I do pull it out, and I'm, you know, I like to take that tablet outside because if I drop it or break it or leave it somewhere, I don't really care because it was, you know, dirt cheap. But every time I use the tablet, it runs smoothly, flawlessly, no lag, no hiccups. You know, now there's not too much tech support. I think it's still running an older Android, maybe 4.1. If I don't know, I got to check. But it's still running old software, but it runs great. So you can't really knock a product just because you never heard of it. So just because we never heard of OnePlus One, I can't just immediately say, okay, you know, it's coming from some company nobody never heard of. It might be cheap. You got to keep in mind that, you know, CyanogenMod is standing behind them, and that's a big name right there. So I don't think they're gonna put their name on some product that's trash. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that works. What else? Videos. Now, a lot of cats been asking me what's up with the videos and all that. Now, I'm just trying to catch up with the videos because there's a lot of videos. I had a lot of products, matter of fact, laying around. So I said, you know what, let me just put these out there real quick before I start using them. So I got a bunch of cases and stuff I'm actually uploading right now in the house when I'm heading home. I got a bunch of case videos coming up. Hold on a second. We got a little motorcycle crew right here. What's going on over here? What's good? Okay. I like when I hear a loud noise, I get excited. When I hear loud engines. But anyway, what else we got? All right, so this week coming up, I'm gonna do a bunch of videos. Okay, now I got a couple of days off, so I'm gonna really be in the house relaxing, and I'm gonna try to, catch up with some videos. So I'm gonna start off with the HTC M8 real review. Then I'm gonna go to the Galaxy S5 real review. Then I'm gonna do the Galaxy Gear 2. Then I'm gonna do these Google Glass. Then I got this Amazon Fire TV. I didn't even open yet. I had it sitting in the house for a couple of weeks now. I got about 6 different battery chargers. Now, a lot of people keep asking me why I keep buying these battery chargers and all that. Well, I like to play with new toys. And not to mention, I don't do a lot of YouTube giveaways, but I do give away a lot of stuff. But I like to do my giveaways kind of in person. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm at a car show or, I'm at somebody's crib chilling, card game and all that, if I'm with a bunch of people and somebody's phone battery dies and I got one of these overnight battery chargers, these power ads or RAV power joints, I'll just give it to them. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. And that's how I do things. And that's how my boys do things with me. If I need something, somebody will just give it to me. And if I got something that somebody needs, I just give it to them. That's how we do it amongst friends. So I got those videos coming out. I got a couple of tablet cases coming out. I got a tablet holder. I got another one of these. This is actually one of my favorite car mounts, the Montar car mount. It's one of my favorite ones. But I got another one from a different company. I got it off Amazon. I don't know the name of it, but we're gonna get into that also. So I got a bunch of videos coming up. Let me know what y'all think about some of these case videos too. A lot of people keep asking me why do I, buy so many Spigen cases, and to be honest, I like Spigen. I like the company. I like, when I get a company, when I deal with a company that has quality products, I tend to be loyal to that company. Not saying that I have to, but if I buy a Galaxy S3 and every case I got from Spigen was a go, and I never had any problems with it, when I buy the Galaxy S4, the first thing I'm gonna do is hit up Spigen and see what cases they got. And that's the same thing when I got the Galaxy S5 and the M8. The first thing I do is check Spigen, see what they got. Then I start, having a few drinks and hitting Amazon, and gambling on Amazon. Because me, when I buy stuff on Amazon, some of these cheap cases, it really is a gamble. But I mean, who cares? I mean, $10 for a case here and there, $20 for a case here and there, not really a big deal, because even if I don't like it, I know a bunch of people with phones and a bunch of gadget heads, so I'm always going to be able to sell it or give it away, or use it as an ashtray, use it as a doorstop, do whatever I got to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. Next. All right, now I'm not going to make this video too long. I just wanted to talk about that OnePlus One and let y'all know that I think it's a go. I mean, if your contract is getting ready to end and you're ready to jump on board with a new phone, and you don't really want to spend all of these, $700, $800 prices, I would say hold off, wait for that one to drop. It's supposed to come out soon. So wait for that OnePlus One to drop and take a look at that. Save some money. What else? Now, I've been on Instagram all morning having a good time. Let's talk about Donald Sutherland real quick. All right? Is that his name? I forgot. Is that his name? Hold on a second. Let's check the Instagram real quick. Now, you're not supposed to be driving and using the phone, but it is what it is. It's a lot of traffic, so really nothing to get into. Let's see. All right, Donald Sterling, that's his name. Now, up until all this drama popped off this morning, I really didn't even know who that was. And I follow basketball. I'm a big basketball fan. Shout out to the Knicks. Everybody knows I follow basketball, but the average fan that follows basketball doesn't really know who the owner of every basketball team is unless you live in that city. Like I know who the owner of the Knicks are and the Nets because, I live in New York. But I don't really know who the owner of the Milwaukee Bucks are because, I don't really follow them like that. And I don't really follow the Clippers too much like that, even though I like Blake Griffin. I like a few of the players. I like Chris Paul. Jamal Crawford, that's my dude from when he was in New York. I follow basketball. And I do follow the teams, but as far as the owners, nobody really cares. Now, what do I think about Donald Sterling with his little racist rant? Now, if you don't know about the story that's going on, just Google it. What happened is the other day, TMZ got a recorded phone call from his girlfriend. Now, his girlfriend, ironically, I believe is Mexican and black mixed. All right, good-looking lady, like look, kind of like a model, But he looks like, if you look at his pictures now, don't quote me, but he looks about maybe like 70 years old, 70 to 75, But that's how these old guys do it, though. Old 75-year-old rich guy has a nice little 25-year-old girlfriend. That's the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So I'm not knocking him on that front. But he did come out with some racist comments, and people, hit me up on Instagram asking me what I think about it. So, I did post a couple of pictures, and we was, having a little fun with him. But how do I really feel about that? I say fuck Donald Sterling. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just another racist coward. Even though he's old, he's from the Jim Crow days, all the slavery. He came up in the time of right before the civil rights movement and all that. So, of course, he may be a racist. I'm not surprised. When you see an old guy that's 75 years old who happens to be a hardcore racist, that's nothing to really be surprised at. If somebody was 21 years old, hardcore racist, then that's a little bit more surprising. But for somebody like Donald Sterling, not really surprised. Just another racist coward. And why do I say a coward? Because if you listen to the tapes, what he said, what he said about Magic Johnson, if you listen to what he said, he actually said, okay, I know Magic Johnson very well. And then goes on to keep saying about he doesn't want Magic at his games, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Listen to the tapes for yourself. Go to TMZ.com. That's where I heard it this morning. He doesn't want Magic at the games. He doesn't want his girlfriend associating with black people in public and all of that. And the reason I say he's a coward is because if he knows Magic Johnson well, why didn't he say that to Magic? Why he could have been told Magic, I don't want you at my games. Don't come. He's the boss. He's the owner of the team. He could he could say that if he wanted to. And don't get me wrong. Look, this is America. You do have freedom of speech. Anybody can believe what they want to believe, and anybody can say what they want to say. I'm not knocking them on that. But to be the owner of a basketball team like the Clippers, and the majority of the team is black, you have mostly black players on the team, I just think that was really stupid for him to say that. Now, should the players, now I've been watching TV this morning too, watching the news, I watch HLN, a lot of people saying that, on Twitter, that the team should just like boycott. Go out there, drop the ball, miss the shots, create turnovers on purpose. Now that would be even more stupid than what Donald Sterling said, for the Clippers to go out and do that. Why? Because that wouldn't be hurting him. That would actually be hurting us, the fans, and the people that watch these games. The people that have been spending money all year long on tickets, people spending money all year long on Clippers jerseys and all that, all the little kids that got the Clippers posters on their wall. The object of this basketball season for any team is to win the championship. So all of these players, they're not necessarily playing for Donald Sterling. It's not like they joined the team because, I can't wait to play for this owner. They're actually playing for themselves. They're playing for the paycheck, and they're also playing at a shot to win the championship, and a shot to better their career, to go further on in life. They're not necessarily playing for Donald Sterling. So if a team goes out there now just because the owner said something and turn around and sabotage the rest of the team, I think that would be pretty stupid. Just imagine if the CEO from McDonald's came out and said something like, I don't want Chinese people, or black people or Hispanic people eating at my restaurants. I didn't design it for that. Now, would it be okay for a McDonald's employee to turn around and spit in everybody's food because he's mad at what the owner said? Should the McDonald's employees start cutting corners and not washing the bathrooms and, not changing the fry oil and all that stuff? Should they do that? Of course not. I think the league needs to take a stand and do something about him per se. Maybe, put the pressure on him. Maybe it might be around time for him to sell that team. Might have to get out of town or whatever. But I don't think the players need to get involved on the court. Now, as far as after the season, I wouldn't blame any one of these Clippers players who has an opt-out for their contract, if he's still the owner, to just opt out and keep it moving, go somewhere else. And I also wouldn't mind, if the league doesn't, put any sanctions on him or suspend him or do something, I wouldn't mind if the fans did start boycotting after that. But you got to give the league a chance to do its job. I think that personally that they're going to suspend him, and I think that he's going to just step down and eventually, sell it to his, his cousin or something and still be the man behind the scenes. You know how that goes. They change the name, put somebody else. That's how it goes. So that's my thoughts on Donald Sterling. If you look on Instagram, just do the hashtag Donald Sterling. They got some real funny posts. You can see Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg actually has a little video shitting on him. So does Lil Wayne. So does a couple of other guys. So whatever, we'll see how that works. But that's just my personal opinion. I think that the players need to go out today, because it's 3 o'clock, the game just started. I think they need to go out and catch this win and try to win the championship. Don't let one person ruin it for all of the fans of the game and ruin it for everybody else. That's just my opinion on that. Anyway, that's about it. I ain't gonna make this video way too long. Let's get out of here. But like I said, I got some videos coming this week, so hit me up in the comments. Let me know which one y'all want to see first, or if not, I'll just do the order that I said I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Also, let me know how the sound came out on this, and let me know if, now, one thing I will say, a lot of people were saying that, when I drive with the Google Glass, they catch a headache. Watching the Google Glass, it seemed like you're doing like this all day. But you got to remember, even if you never used Google Glass before, you never used some kind of like video camera. I'm gonna pull over real quick, because I'm about to go get something to eat. But if you never used a kind of camera like a GoPro or something and had it strapped on your head, you're gonna get a lot of movement, especially when you're driving. Think about it. Next time you go drive your car, just try to subconsciously think about how much you move around while you're driving. You might not move your body too much, but constantly looking in your mirrors, constantly looking on the side and the right, left, in the back, especially if you're driving fast. You're gonna be looking around a lot. So when I do these videos with the Google Glass, you're gonna get a lot of looking around. Let me know if it's too much, because I do have my other mount right here, and I have the other one that I use when I do the the driving videos and all that. So it's a more stable view. But the only thing about that is you're only gonna see what's right in front of me. Now, when I do the cruise videos and the car shows and all that, when we hit the highway and we got all the Ferraris and Lambos and all that stuff, that's the stuff I want to see, and I'm pretty sure all of my gearheads out there, y'all want to see that too. At least now, when my dude is next to me in the Lambo, normally normally I'm out there in the front, but when I do the videos, I try to fall back a little so let everybody get some time in the video. But now I could just look over to the side and check out my man on this side, check out the dude on this side, look in the rearview mirror, see the Ferrari lights behind me. So you're getting more angle, but you will get more of this, more looking around. So whatever, it's a give and take. But let me know with the vlog, is it too much head movement? Is it too much, craziness? Are you catching a headache, a seizure from watching this video? Now, I subconsciously try to keep my head pretty straight while making this video, but at the end of the day, I'm still driving, and I do got to look around. So let me know how that works. So like I said, this is my first Google Glass video vlog. So let me know. Not to mention, hit me up too. I need to find a name for this series, because I want to start doing some more vlogs. This way I can interact with y'all a little bit more, because I try to hit everybody back in the comments and all of that. But sometimes, that takes a while. That takes a lot of time. So I would like to just, when I put a new video up, when I see a lot of times people ask the same questions over and over, I can just make a quick vlog and answer those questions, or give y'all my opinion on something. Only y'all cats that make vlogs and videos, I can watch y'all videos and do the same thing. Y'all tag me on Google Plus if y'all make a video and want to respond to one of my videos. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I welcome that. Matter of fact, everybody that's leaving the comments to my videos, all of my loyal subscribers, my friends. Now, like I said before, I never say my fans. I don't call anybody who I talk to or I interact with, I don't call them a fan. I call them a friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a celebrity, I'm not an actor, entertainer, or something like that. I'm just a regular cat making videos, having fun. You know what I'm saying? Part of the YouTube community, just like you. So y'all are considered my friends. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're not sitting down having tea and crumpets together, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, but we are friends online. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all cats I'm online, I have met in real life, and now we actually friends in real life. So anybody who watched the videos and y'all leave comments and y'all like the videos and all that, here's something y'all could do for me. Make a response video to one of my videos. When you see like this vlog right now, let me know what y'all think about Donald Sterling. Let me know what y'all think about the new OnePlus One phone. Let me know what y'all think about the Google Glass angles and the camera and all that, what I should do different and all that. Make a response video. Don't leave a comment telling me, oh, you should do this, you should do that differently. You can do that if you want. But if you want to go in on me, like, for instance, all y'all haters and all that, look, I don't got nothing against y'all haters. If y'all want to hate and all that, but do it like a man. If you want to hate on me, make a video and tag me in it. And let me see, you know what I'm saying? Let me hear from your own words, instead of just sitting behind the computer and typing a whole bunch of comments. And as far as my friends, like I said, I want to see some videos from y'all too. Even if it's not on YouTube, even if it's just a little, 30-second Instagram video with a clip or whatever, tag me in it. You know what I'm saying? Let's interact more with each other. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, everybody just watching one review or one set of videos. let's interact. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to go back and forth? We can start a whole new vlogs back and forth with everybody. Let me know what y'all think about all these new phones coming out. Let me know what's the next phone y'all really waiting for. Me personally, I'm waiting for this iPhone 6. Now, that may sound, kind of whatever, but I really am waiting for a new iPhone because, Android is Android. So after a while, you start getting bored. How many TouchWiz and HTC Sense and, how many ROMs can you keep flashing? After a while, we're ready to see what's next from iOS. So hopefully the new iPhone 6 will come out with some new stuff and some new features. I hear the rumors about 2 iPhone 6s coming out. Hopefully they got a 5.5 inch or, there's a lot of rumors. I'm pretty sure that maybe they won't do it because Apple has this thing. They don't want to lose any screen resolution, but, they need to get with the times. So hopefully Apple steps up and give us some, new options because I'm all about options. I love Android, but I also like Apple. I also like BlackBerry. I also like a lot of other stuff. Even though BlackBerry's a done deal, I'm still holding on to my 9930 like it's going out of style. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the last one on earth. I still got it in my pocket. All right, so that's it. Shout out to everybody that rock with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see you holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hit me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rock with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. It's your boy Floss. I'm going to catch up with y'all on the next trip. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, go eat a fucking dick. It's your boy Floss. I'm out. Deuces.